So, Sam Elinger is our new quarterback. I personally don't know why we didn't start with him. I'm not writing Matt Ryan off whatsoever. Good quarterback. Um, he was promised a running game we have not delivered. He has promised protection we have not delivered. And I personally did not think he'd do that well if he had run for his life. I just didn't, and he hasn't. So we got okay protection last week, and when we played against Kansas City, it was decent protection, but it's nothing what he expected, and we haven't had a running game all season. Granted, JT has been out for 2 games. He only played partial last week. He didn't. I think he got handed the ball 10 times last week, maybe 12, something like that. It was a really low number. So I don't know exactly what was going on. Maybe he was still not feeling 100%, or maybe you know the Colts just didn't feel like he could deliver 100%. They want to take a chance of him getting hurt. I really don't know what's up with that. Um, Now, my belief, the separated shoulder, they're saying isn't the reason why, but I think Sam would be starting because of it, because he's injured. Because apparently Matt is not practicing. So Matt Ryan's not practicing. He's not going to be playing at all. So I'm sure he'll be sitting out due to separated shoulder. However, I personally wonder if this wasn't a combination of things. Number one is the fact that he's not been playing great. Number two, we're not delivering the offensive line or the running game that he needed to play well with. Because him coming here, he was expecting a running game that he could hand the ball off to during any kind of basically normal blitz to get some yards out of it. I mean, he was probably expecting 90 to 140 yards a game. We have not even come close to that. As well as the offensive line protecting, and we have not protected him. So I think that had something to do with it, and I believe it's possibly even that Matt Ryan said, hey, we got to get this figured out. I'm not the quarterback for you because I don't want to play if I'm constantly going to be hitting the ground. This is not what I was promised. This is not the reason I came here. And just right. So, and then since our offensive line is playing like it is, I think Sam Ellinger makes it a better offense with his scramble ability. He's younger. He's quicker on his feet. He's not going to be as accurate. He's going to make some poor choices, but he's going to open some other doors that our offense cannot run right now because of the offensive line not opening up holes, and Matt Ryan not being able to run quick enough to get out of the grasp of the defensive line. So I think that all that plus he brought up from the practice squad to second string. I think that was basically saying, hey, we're looking to possibly put him in. I personally think that they should have went ahead and just put him in this year. We would not have made the playoffs, probably. I ain't gonna say, well, maybe he'll step in and just go crazy. I don't know, but I don't think we would have made the playoffs. But it would have been a learning year for him. And if he was good enough, it's somewhere where we could start with another quarterback. And then if he wasn't, look at trading him. If he wasn't what you guys want, then trade. Get rid of him. But now we're in two different sides of this. And that is, number one, we have Matt Ryan that we're paying money to for this year and next. Number two, we're having Matt Ryan that was expecting one thing that I'm sure loves to play the game or he wouldn't have came here, having to sit on the bench. So, we are where we are at. I think that Sam will bring some excitement, some juice, some speed, some some creativity that we didn't have before to our offense. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Win or lose, this is going to be exciting. This is what everybody wanted. This is what everybody wanted. Everybody yelling for Sam, Sam, Sam all over online. So I'm excited to see where it does go. I mean, if anything, it's going to be fun. So, and what is football? If you don't enjoy it, you're not seeing the fun in it. And football is fun. It sucks when your team loses, but it is a fun game to play, and it's going to be fun to watch regardless of whether we win or lose at this point. But with that said, this is not Matt Ryan's fault. We didn't give him what we said we had. It's kind of like, buying a brand new TV. It was supposed to be a smart TV in 4K, and instead what you get is a regular Jane Doe TV that is 1080. So I mean, you'd want your money back, right? Right. So if you're paying for one thing and you're only getting this, then you're gonna want your money back. Matt Ryan coming into Colts expecting this and didn't get that, and then expecting this on top of that and didn't get that either. So it's not all his fault. He is making bad choices because he's getting rushed, and he is an older quarterback, so he needs protected, and it's just nothing's working. So let's see what happens with Sam. I got a couple of videos I want you to watch after this. I gotta say, I mean, there's a lot of people that are saying Sam Elinger not ever made a pass in the NFL, never took a snap in the NFL. Of course not. Any rookie you pull from college into the NFL is never going to have a snap in a real game in the NFL until they do. So the comments that I'm about to post on here are stupid. Yes, he is a rookie. That's all you got to say. He is a 2-year rookie because he's never put his foot on the field during a real NFL game. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to post these. And I'm also going to post a few of the comments that were made, a couple of Colts interviews. But I'm excited to see Sam out there, and at the same time I feel bad for Matt because he played his heart out. He really did. He tried. And third game in, knowing now that he doesn't have what he thought he was going to have, and he still just put it all out there he could. So, and in our reality, I want everybody to realize this before I end this video. We are 3-3-1. That one game can be considered a win. We just need to get up above the 500 mark for it to be considered a win. So if you think about this, we're 4-3. 2 of the games we've lost against the same opponent in our division, and we are now 3 games behind because of it. It's all right. It's all right. They can win. They can lose games instead of win them. We're only halfway through the season. Everything's good. We're not even halfway through the season, but everything's good. If we come out somewhere in the playoffs with Sam quarterbacking, at least we'll have somewhere to start next year. So, anyways, give me your thoughts, projections that you see, what you might see happening. By all means, ring the bell. I put up videos. I try at least once a week. But hit that notification button, and I will catch you on the next one.
He has had nowhere to go, so I think just adding a little bit of misdirection and optionality using the quarterback should help them in that regard, but will it save the season? Probably not.
Yeah, it's worth remembering that Sam Elinger has not attempted a pass in a regular season game in his NFL career. He was drafted in the 6th round last year. And also, Indy, look at the AFC South standings. They're second in the division right now. They're ahead of the Jaguars and Texans. Of course, we'll see the Jaguars in London. The Titans have ended up having a nice stretch here.
Are they 2.5 games back? They've lost to Tennessee twice, correct? So you're talking, what, is that 3.5 games back of Tennessee? So they're not considering the division right now. Their only shot is to get hot and be a potential wild card team.
Line which struggled this season, but the truth of the matter is the team failed Matt Ryan failed the team, and now the team is going to its 7th different starting quarterback since 2018 when Andrew Luck retired. And really, this team has never been able to recover from that retirement. It's gone with a number of quarterbacks. They'll be going with another quarterback on Sunday, Sam Elinger, the former 6th-round draft pick, who's never thrown a pass in the NFL, and now the Colts will be putting their future and their trust in the hands of Sam Elinger.
The way things are going, they could have a top 15 pick, a top 10 pick, and we know that this quarterback class is certainly deeper than last year's version, and there may be a situation where the Colts go out and look for their next Andrew Luck, assuming Sam Elinger doesn't earn this job long term.
Elinger appeared in a handful of games last season, but has not thrown a regular season pass in the NFL. What do we know about the second-year 6th-round pick?
Prize here. Something had to give, and to your point, Woody, usually the quarterbacks pay the brunt. They get too much blame and too much credit oftentimes, and this one, the blame goes to him.
Matt Ryan, 37 years old, to your point, has had a fantastic career up until this point. Not saying it's over, but change is coming. So Sam Elinger steps in. Jeff, he got a shot. I mean, what do we know about this? We know he came from a pretty good high school, obviously had a career at Texas, and a pretty good preseason.
Yeah, no, very good preseason, very athletic quarterback. This is going to help in the run game as well. You know, Jonathan Taylor really hasn't had the type of season everybody expected, but with Matt Ryan, the backside in and that zone scheme they run, don't worry about him pulling and running. Elinger will present that problem, right? He's a very athletic guy. He can get on the move, also moving the pocket, looking for those deep shots. Here's the thing. They got Pittman. They have Alec Pierce. They got good tight ends, big body guys. I'm talking 6 foot, 6'1", 2. These are big body human. Put the ball up and let those guys go be athletes. That's what Sam brings to this table. That's what the expectation is going to be, is to use your legs to buy time or make plays and also hit those big receivers in stride.
And again, if you happen to catch the injury report, Matt Ryan is injured, but the head coach saying that's not the reason here.
Right.
This switch is permanent, at least right now anyway, as anything can be in the NFL for the rest of the season.
They moved this 2 weeks ago. When Elinger got moved to back up 2 weeks ago, everybody should have been put on notice. That included Matt Ryan. When he stepped in front of Nick Foles, it told me.
If you have a quarterback who can scramble and get out into the open, you know, if you say, if you can just get us 1 or 2 a game, get us 1 or 2 for third down conversions where you scramble, you know, you get 1 or 2 a game. Those are huge plays. And Sam, as we all know, we've all witnessed, he has the capability to do that. And sometimes in a game, it's those 1 or 2 third down conversions on a scramble that can make the difference in a game. Not always. You can win the game from the pocket. You guys know, I believe that. We've seen it. Matt's won a lot of games from the pocket in his career, so on and so forth. A lot of guys have won games from the pocket. But when you're a guy that has the ability that Sam has, and you can make those plays, and by the way, I think on top of it, you know, he's good in the pocket. I think he's continued. I've seen that more this season than I did even last year, that I believe he can be good from the pocket. So, Stephen, we can still stay true to some of the stuff that we like, but we can do a little bit more in some of the movement stuff.
Your plan with Ryan, and feels early to abandon that?
Yeah, the other thing, and no, that's fair. Good point. This is another point that needs to be made crystal clear. And I told this to Matt, right? Hey, Matt, we did not hold up to our end of the bargain here, right? I mean, you know, you came here and we promised you one of a top NFL rushing game, and we promised you great protection. And we haven't really, as an offense, delivered on that. And that really starts with me, right? So that's basically, you know, my message to Matt is that we thought the marriage of Matt Ryan and his history with our running game, he's had 14 years of incredibly productive, great quarterback play with great play action. So we just thought there was going to be a natural marriage there. It made a lot of sense. It just, you know, given our crazy quarterback scenarios over the last 5 years, it wasn't a move of desperation. It wasn't a move of, well, let's just grab the next thing. No, I mean, it was a well thought out, does this seem right? Nobody's just, who's available? Who's thrown the most touchdowns? Let's get that guy. No, this decision was made based off of watching the tape on him, seeing he's been productive in play action. We can provide him a great running game, give him good protection. He's older, you know, so doesn't run around a lot, but we can give him good protection. And as an offense, I think we're making strides to that, but we're not there yet.